Hey, I'm with Jason Friedman here, and I've just spent 2 days with Jason and my entire team working through our customer experience. It's been absolutely amazing. Jason has this long history of working on customer experience. So could you tell people what that means? Because until these couple days, I didn't know.
Well, customer experience is, people often confuse it. They think it's customer service or customer support, and it's all of that. Customer experience is about the perception that your customers have with your business, your brand, your product, your service. It's how they feel about working with your company, about being touched by your company, and it's really important. I mean, as we've talked about in the last 2 days, it's one of those things where we always look at it from our perspective, from the company's perspective, but we kind of forget to look at it from the customer perspective, and that puts you in what we call the experience gap. And so working with your team, it was really fun because you have an amazing team, you have an amazing product, but really looking at where there's some opportunities to go even further, it was just a lot of fun. And I know there's some amazing innovations coming out. And the thing that I think was pretty interesting...
Hold on, before we get into the deep teaching, because they might be wondering, well, who's Jason? Like, why should I listen to Jason?
Yeah. So, I mean, my background, I was a rock and roll roadie and a theater person, and my background comes from show business, working with big brands and big rock and roll groups to help them take that experience out to their audiences, create raving fans. And then I had the good fortune to work with Foot Locker, Disney, Universal Studios, all these big brands, and help them really look at how do they make that customer excited, how do they engage them even more. And we built a pretty big business, over 9 figures in sales, over about 12 years, helping all sorts of brands, every size and shape of business you can imagine, doing exactly that. So it's been a journey.
Amazing background, and he could go on and on. So one of the things, like when I heard customer experience, I just thought, well, it sounds like we're going to have to spend a lot of money and hire a lot of people and do a lot of customer service, and it doesn't sound like all the fun stuff I like to do. But you said, like Blockbuster, you worked with them.
Foot Locker.
Or Foot Locker, sorry. 400%.
Yeah, 400% increase in same-store sales by really understanding what is that customer doing every step, every touch point throughout the journey. If you can understand that and dial it in, it's those little hinges that swing big doors. It's little things that you can do that really connect them with your brand. It creates loyal customers. Loyalty is the holy grail. Most people confuse satisfaction in a customer that's like, oh, this is great, with loyal customers who they only want to buy with you. They're your tribe. And that's what we help people really dial in and figure that out.
So you worked with Disney, you worked with Blockbuster, all these big companies.
Yeah.
Does it apply to online? Does it apply to smaller? I've got 25 people on my team. Does that apply, or a solopreneur? It
applies to every kind of business. People are buying from people. They're building relationships with people. And the more people feel that you're interested in them, instead of trying to be interesting to them, the more that they feel that you care about them, the more they care about how you can help them, what you can teach them, and how you can, go and build a deeper relationship. So any size business, I think it's even more important for online business owners today than anybody else, because you don't have that physical interaction all the time. You don't necessarily see all your customers. You kind of have that internet kind of blocks that,
right.
And we forget about like what they're feeling and how our customers are really seeing things. So I think if you're an online business owner, I think it's super important to really step into your customers' shoes, put on their glasses, and look at your business as objectively as you can from what they're seeing, what they're feeling. And I think you'll find little things will create massive impact. I mean, I'm talking like double your business kind of impact from little things.
When we mapped out the customer journey. So we took just 4 of the processes. So like when someone buys product launch formula, and we mapped out like every step of the way. What does that mean? First, like they click the buy button. From there, they get an email, and then they get a login. And then what are they doing in every step? What are they thinking in every step, and what are they feeling in every step? And I mean, I've had this product in the market for 12 or 13 years now, and we found all kinds of things in that customer journey that we never thought of.
Yeah, and you teach Avatar and this whole idea in the program, and how you have to really understand your customer and enter the conversation that's in your mind. But sometimes we don't go deep enough. And my background, as I said, is like in theater and performing arts. We go into it from like the idea of stepping into the shoes if you were going to play that person on stage, and understand everything that's going through their mind. And it gives you a little bit of additional insight into how to handle that. And I think it's really important, more today than ever before, in understanding how they feel. because they go on this roller coaster ride of emotions, and we sometimes don't think about where they are at each step, and we lose engagement. And you know, like on online, like we need to keep them engaged in the content. We want the results. You want to help your customers get those results, and the only way to do that is to really know where they're at. And I'm convinced that you're going to have even more success because the ideas that the whole team came up with is going to engage them even more deeply. I'm so excited to see what happens with Product Launch Formula.
Yeah, this is one of those times where I'm like, wow, this feels like we've got a grown-up company. Because, you know, I mean, there's one time like when I first started, it was like me sitting at my desk, like making stuff up and shooting videos and releasing. And it's like, and then we started hiring people, and now it's like, wow, we're like, this is a bunch of grown-ups around. Like, but it
was fun. Like I was afraid that we were going to have a Jeff-shaped hole in the wall when you ran out screaming, because it was a lot of work. Like it's not easy work. You think about your business a lot. You're thinking strategically about it, and it's fun, and the impact is tremendous. And I mean, I'm a Product Launch Formula owner. I've been for years, and I've been in your mastermind, and I love this business. I love what it does. It's changed my life. I know it's changed the lives of all my friends that are in it. And I know that it's going to even get better, and it's awesome already. So I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to work with you guys and your team, and super.
And so Jason is going to be one of our featured speakers at LaunchCon, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
One more takeaway I wanted to get. Could you tell them the idea of the giving people a 10 experience? And,
absolutely. Yeah, one of the things that I teach people, and it's a little counterintuitive, is that over-delivery kills businesses. The curse of over delivery is what I call it. And people think that I have to give them a 10, like this massive wow, and over deliver. But when you do that, they have no context for just delivery. So if everything's a 10, there is no 7. And 10 now becomes a 5. And so what I help people figure out as we were going through this is, let's set the expectation for a great experience and just do that. And then pick strategic key moments to over-deliver strategically, where it's going to have, we call them meaningful, memorable moments, and giving them that opportunity to say wow at that moment, so that then they say, wow, this is amazing, but it's not always expected. It is surprise and delight. Too often we just do it all the time, and it's just surprise, and then the customer feels overwhelmed and they don't appreciate it the same way. Yeah. So it's counterintuitive, but so important.
And it gives you, like, you can take a breath. You don't have to be like given a 10 every moment.
And nobody wants it. It's drinking from a fire hose all the time, and it's something you get tired.
Yeah.
You get tired as a customer. Cool. So awesome.
Where can they find you, Jason?
cxformula.com, and we'd love to help you out.
Awesome. Cool. So scroll down, leave a comment for Jason, and let's go get him this week.